All right, tarot fam. So we're going to step away from the royals and politics and all kinds of stuff like that. We're going to take a look at Dolly Parton. Oddly enough, I got two requests from people to do a check in. Apparently, her husband is not well and she's kind of caretaking him. She is a little bit up there in age, but she's still adorable. I love her. I think she's so, so cute. And I had a client, a private client, say to me, "Oh, you look kind of like Dolly Parton." And I take that as a huge compliment, not being blonde. But I whipped out a picture of one of my cousins, and my cousin actually looks exactly like her in the face. She's a beautiful redhead, but she looks just like her in the face, has the same cute little dimples and everything. So I think this is fantastic. I want to take a little palette cleanser. We'll take a look at Dolly. Be right back. Welcome back, Tarot fam. Welcome to Fortune Cookies. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. I'm also a tarot teacher, a remote viewer, and I'm getting certified as a past life therapist. So good things are coming. Good things are coming. Please be sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this video. I have beat the 3,000 subscriber mark. My next goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers. I want to do this as quickly as possible. I hope you guys will come on board. I know about half of you that watch my videos are subscribed. So come on, the other half, just hit that button. Hit that button. Come on over. I promise everything will be really cool over here. So I'm also part of a collaborative channel called Psychic News Report that airs on Thursdays. So we're going to be on this Thursday at 1:15 New York time. Please come on over. Channel Psychic News Report is in the description of this video. You can go over there. It's a new channel. It's a collaborative channel. We are looking to grow the subscribership, which is growing over the last few days. So I appreciate everyone who has come over. Thank you so much. Also, this Friday, I am going to be on with the great Alicia Wicker, the amazing Alicia Wicker. A lot of you know her. We do a program called Dueling Tarot. It's basically free form. We just talk about celebrities and gossip that's going around. We have some different opinions on things, so it gets real fun and feisty in there. But we're great friends. So we're fierce, feisty, fun friends. So and it's always great to do an East Coast, West Coast kind of thing. So please get on board and check that out. But for today, let's talk about Miss Dolly. So there is a Broadway musical that's coming out based on her life story, and I'm getting kind of coal miner's daughter vibes from it. That was the story of Loretta Lynn, and it was played by Sissy Spacek. It was an amazing movie. I think I think it was Tommy, what's his face? I can't remember the actor's name who played her husband in that, but I could be wrong. I could be getting mixed up with the Patsy Cline story. So it's still early in the morning here when I'm doing this video. So she's got that going on. She also, I mean, she's the queen of the Grand Old Opry. Like, how could she not be? She's so adorable. But she was just at the Grand Old Opry the other night doing a warm welcome to Lainey Wilson. So, she's Miley Cyrus's godmother. Lots of cool stuff there. So I'm going to use my Squid Cake Marseille tarot to read for her, partly because it's a pink set and it feels like it kind of belongs with her, but also because she does have a line of cake mixes with Duncan Hines. They're pink boxes. Apparently the chocolate cake is out of this world. It's always sold out when I go to the store. So I'm constantly looking for that. So let's bring it up. We'll take a look at a few different things in her life. First thing we're going to do is we are going to see how she's doing in general. So again, Squid Cake Marseille Tarot. This does not have the images on the pips. I beg your pardon. And I'm realizing my camera is all the way to the side, or my microphone. Sorry, guys. So, all right, here we go. Knight of Swords in the middle. So, being stifled, she's not saying something. Two of Batons, not saying something about work. King of Coins under the surface. King of Cups in the past. Page of Coins. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to stop for a second. My allergies are in full force because I was out doing yard work all yesterday afternoon. So we have the Page of Coins up top, Page of Swords in reverse in the future. That's a little alarming. How she sees herself, Eight of Batons. That's quick moving. You guys know that. The Queen of Coins, Two of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Coins at the top. So, let's talk about her current disposition. So, under the surface, the shadow self here, we've got the King of Coins. So, there is some thought to legacy and the family, the way that the trajectory of the family legacy is going. She's kind of thinking about the future. I don't want to suggest that there's anything wrong or that she's not doing poorly or anything like that, but she is thinking about what the legacy of her life and her family would be. She is considering that. It's something that we do start to focus on when we become a certain age. So I think she is really trying to. I'm just going to bring some pink quartz out on the field here. I do think she's thinking about what she will leave behind when she does leave. So leave this incarnation. So up here, Page of Coins, she's not thinking about money so much as projects that we can move into the future that will again contribute to this legacy. Beginning those projects, she probably has them in mind already. Those of you that have taken my course or watched my channel for any length of time, the aces and the pages are very, very similar. I always describe it in terms of getting a job. The ace is you decide to leave your job, you find the job listing and you apply for it. Page of Coins is a new beginning in the sense that you would be starting. That would be like your first day at work. So it looks like the projects are already squared away. We're ready to go. Something in the past she was not happy with. And when we get to the future, this is the outgrowth of what we're leaving in the past. So the King of Cups, unhappy, upside down feelings, not real confident about what's going on. The Page of Swords in reverse is going to say what they mean without really thinking about it. Now, typically we would say that this is a bad maneuver. I don't think that it is, because now the Knight of Swords in reverse is her being stifled. She's not saying the things that she wants to. She is going to contribute to the different work things that are involved in her professional life. She's going to say her likes and her dislikes much more clearly. There is an article that says her band she considered it family, and she didn't always say the things that she needed to say to them. And sometimes they kind of railroaded over her. So I think that this is a good sign that we're getting more vocal not in terms of like rudeness or being coarse with the people around her, but not sugarcoating anymore, being very direct. Time is of the essence. I do not want to do that. I want to do this instead. This is my project. I'm the celebrity. I want to do it. I am the talent. I think she's going to get more vocal about that. Some people probably won't like it. That's too bad. She's going to do this. Down here, the Eight of Batons, she wants to have these projects moving a little bit faster. There's a certain amount of not ambition in the grand sense of I'm ambitious and I want to be a celebrity, I want to be this amazing superstar, but ambition in getting projects done at a rapid pace, at a good clip, let's put it that way. She wants to be productive. She wants to get up and get her job done and have her tea or coffee or whatever she has, and she's kind of working there. I can kind of see her at a little breakfast nook. She's working away in the morning, kind of taking into account what needs to be accomplished for the day. There's an amazing work ethic in her, despite that she's had a really full life in terms of work, a really full life in times of altruism and giving back to the community. She had an amazing literacy program where she was giving out books to children, which continues. I don't want to suggest that it's over, but she really just wants to get business done, get those things done. There's a sunniness about her that you don't find often in other people. It really is a very charming sweetness about her. So, if anyone comes to me and says, no, Dolly Parton's really a terrible person, I am not going to take it, because energetically she just feels wonderful. It's really just it's like strawberry picking in the middle of summer. It's a wonderful feeling. So how others see her is this master of creating new projects, this queen of coins, this amazing resource that can get things done, can create things. Everything she touches turns to gold, basically. So here with the Two of Swords, that again is this communication, being able to communicate in a polite fashion, but in a more direct fashion, in a more concise and expressive fashion, instead of going, well, let's try and work this out and negotiate. She's kind of getting away from the accommodation of other people that are directing her career and her projects. So I think this is really a good thing for her. At the end of it all, this change in the way that she communicates with people that she's working with is going to result in better work. She is going to find that things will go much more smoothly with that Eight of Coins, that she's going to be able to produce more, to do more of the projects in the fashion that she wants to. And I think everyone's going to come along, because she really is a powerhouse. She really is very, very sweet. I wonder if she's ever yelled at anyone a day in her life. She probably has, but I wonder if she has. So let's take a look at this Broadway musical that's coming up. What is going on with this? How is it going to fare? We're going to see how it's going to fare, how it's going to do. And we've got the Eight of Coins. So I think we're going to have some adjustments in it. Four of Batons, Four of Wands in reverse, Page of Cups. I think, and the Sun in reverse. I think we're not going to, Ace of Cups in reverse. I don't think we're going to love this. I think Two of Coins, two different ideas, and the Page of Batons in reverse. A lot of reverse cards here, guys. So I think there's going to be some discrepancy, particularly with the direction the story is going to take. And I do get a sense that we may get two versions of this. We may get one version that's directed in a certain fashion, and then another version that's directed in a different fashion. So I'm just getting the feeling that maybe the story is going to come out oddly, if that makes sense. It just doesn't feel like it's going to come out correctly, which is odd, because she is involved in it. It's going to come out in 2026. So I'm not sure what this issue is, and I see there's a possible director change, or maybe a writer change. It feels much more directory. It feels like the director will be changed, which could also be the actors being changed. There may be an issue with the actors. So interested to see how that comes out. It doesn't look like it's going to be a super terrific, awesome project right away, but perhaps later when they shift gears. So let's see how the baking line is doing. The baking line, and if comment down below if you've tried any of her cakes. We got one of them. I can't remember which flavor it was. I think it was like a strawberry or something like that. But it was good, but apparently this chocolate is like to die for. So we've got the Page of Batons, Seven of Cups in reverse, Five of Batons. So I do think that there is some success with this Duncan Hines, Dolly Parton line. And I think there is a discussion about making it possibly a permanent part or semi-permanent part of the Duncan Hines line. The Five of Batons, there's varying opinions on this, but I think what's the best case scenario for them? Best case scenario is Judgment. Only time will tell. Essentially down the road, I think this is going to be more of like a vintage line. In the fullness of time, unfortunately, I have to say that. I think in the fullness of time, this will become much more of a vintage line. And at that point, it's going to have a lot of success. Unfortunately, after she has departed, I think it'll become part of her legacy, part of what we remember Dolly as. Dollywood, we're gonna have the Duncan Hines cake, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. One of my favorite movies. It's such a good movie. It's a musical and it's fantastic. It's the movie that she sings. I'll Always Love You, the song that Whitney Houston re-recorded, because originally it was Dolly Parton's song. So, and it's charming. It is just a charming movie, despite the topic matter. So let's see what's going on with. It looks like she is, in an administrative mode, in a work mode, problem solving mode. And what's going on with her husband? Now they've been married forever. They're one of the great long relationships in celebridom. Knight of Batons, Seven of Coins, and Six of Swords. So the Knight of Batons, he's in a corrective fight mode. So if he is in poor health, and I did not see anything about him being in poor health. I just did a quick, I don't like to do too much research on my readings. I like to get, a little bit of like a high level view of what's going on with them, so I don't get too much of an opinion. I typically don't open the articles and just kind of work off the headlines, so that it doesn't sully my psychic ability. Sullied psychic ability is not good. Sullied psychic sight. I'm going to do that. So say that 3 times. But it looks like he is in a certain amount of fight mode here. So if there is some poor health, it is absolutely a fight. Reviewing the things that we've done, the sevens, we've got a 7 here, which is instability, a readjustment period, maybe making some changes. And then that 6 of Swords in reverse, which does not bode great. That's the 6 in the Rider-Waite deck is salvation. We're escaping from a poor situation. We're successfully getting away from a poor situation. With the 6 in the Mercedes deck, so what happens is we're really working more with numerology here. So 6s are places of stability. It's an energetic lily pad that we can stand on until we, get our balance, and then we can move on to the next step, which would be 7s, which are adjustments, conflict, fine tuning, those kinds of things. So having the 6 of Swords in reverse is an instability of our conscious mind, our rational thinking. And I'm not saying that there's any kind of issue with the brain or anything like that, but kind of not being set on the direction that we're thinking. So if there is some health stuff going on with the batons, that's usually, health stuff. Like we're looking at that 8 of Coins. Things are going very quickly for batons. We're in a stable place. Now, these are stable places. So Through this instability, we will get to some stability with the 8 of coins and the 4 of batons. So it looks like we will get stable for a period of time. But I feel like this 6 of swords, if there is some health stuff going on, it's taking a little bit of a chunk out of him. It feels like he's going to have to make some adjustments there. And with the strength card, that is going to be the status quo for a little bit. We're going to have maybe like a reduction of health, and then an adjustment period where we kind of stabilize, and then we'll say stable for a little bit. So I think through the summer we're looking at some level of stability for him after a brief adjustment. So um, overall, what can Dolly do to live her best life? Because we like doing that, guys. What can she do to live her best life? And I want to remind everybody, I am running a 20% off sale for the entire summer. Link down below if you'd like your own magical reading. And this is something that I do with my clients. Whenever I have a client that says, I want to meet the man of my life, I want to, in Dolly's case, I want to set up a legacy that everyone can go and can enjoy, and can really get the true sense of what I am. What are the best steps to get there? In tarot, we are always talking about the actions that we can take. So we can see the influences on our life, the people that are influencing us, the energies that are influencing us, but we need to know how to navigate those. So really that's where I come in and I help you navigate those energy sources. So let's see what Dolly needs to do. There's that Tower card. She needs to do things a little bit differently. She needs to come out of her shell. That 9 of Swords is in reverse, King of Coins in reverse, Queen of Swords again, and that 8 of Coins in reverse. So strength is up top in reverse, and the 10 of Coins is upright under the surface. So with this Tower card, the 9 of Swords, we're talking, the tower itself is unstable. Tower is blowing up and it's cataclysmic and it's crazy. When it's in reverse, it's more so in some occasions, but in some occasions it's less so. When I teach my students, I teach them that there's 6 meanings to every card. We have an upright, a reverse, and then gaining and losing energy. So on both ends. So there's a little bit more to reversals than just the opposite. You have some things to look at. So this Tower card with the 9 of Swords in reverse, and remember, our 9s are completion. We are getting to the end of things. I teach tarot again to my students. 9 is kiss the bride, they're married. 10 is we get in the car and we go to the honeymoon. So for this, what we're looking at with the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Swords is keeping things to ourselves stable. It is in the Rider-Waite, the anxiety card, the sleepless card. But in this case, it is completion of speaking, completion of communication when it is in the upright. With the Tower card, this is a change to the way that she communicates. It's what we saw earlier. I do think that she needs to present her ideas somewhat more directly. And that, again, I'm going to say it's not like getting into, this crotchety lady kind of mode, but this is, to get that information out. And, it's not suffer fools gladly or anything like that. But it's, getting things done a little bit more efficiently. This is the project I want to do. I don't want to negotiate it. These are the last projects I'm going to be doing for longevity. I do want them done the way that I expect them done. So I think that that's very, very valid for her. The Strength card, time is of the essence to do that. Make sure that she does get very direct. Sometimes this can be reworking wills, making sure that wills and paperwork that would speak for us in the event that we can't speak is being done. King of Coins, this is not not mismanaging money, but remanaging money, if you will. So I think if there's any kind of will situation that's going on, we're making some adjustments to that to make sure that everything goes to where we want it to. And here she is coming out of all of this very, very strong, Queen of Swords. She's holding it up, she's ready to go. And I think we're going to see a paring back of her work once she gets a number of these projects in play. So we may or may not be aware of this because she's working on some projects for her longevity, for what's going to stand when she is gone. She's going to put those projects in play. We're not going to see them right away. They're going to be hanging out in the vault for a little bit. So she'll be able to take some time, relax, not do the work. The directives that she's going to give are going to be very direct, very explicit. So, we'll be able to see her kind of, drift into the distance a little bit, take some time for herself. Here under the surface, her main thing is, again, we're thinking about the legacy. We're thinking about what is left when we are gone. How are we going to be represented when we are gone? How will people remember me? How will people see the Dolly Parton brand, Dollywood, the Duncan Hines cake mix, and everything else that she's done? So the literacy program she did for kids. So all in all, I think Dolly is doing okay. I don't think that we have much to be worried about for her per se. I do think that she is cultivating and curating the image that we're all going to have of her one day in the fullness of time. So I think she's a peach. If you haven't seen Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, go rent it. I'm sure you can get it streaming someplace, or buy it. It's such a cute little movie, her and Burt Reynolds. Absolutely. She's super charming and she looks great. She looks like a combination of one of my girlfriends and my cousin. If I look like her, it's the hugest compliment. If I have the same, crazy cheeks that she does, I don't think that I do. But other than that, I think everything's great. So listen, thank you all for watching. This was like a fun, puffy reading for me. I hope you all have a great day. Again, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. My subscribers are going up even after 3,000. I think we're at 3,030 today. So we still have people coming in and making things happen for me. So I appreciate you all. I've got lots of readings scheduled for the next week or so. If you would like to get in, just check the link below. I may open up some more hours as needed if people are really desperate for a reading. If you can't find a spot that works for you, you can always email me at fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. And I'm glad to talk to you in there as well. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you soon. Have an excellent, excellent day. Bye-bye.